Hello everybody and welcome back. Got another reaction video for you today, and obviously having clicked on the thumbnail you know what this is about. This one is Skynd, Richard Ramirez, which I understand is the last of the 3 videos that have actually been released by Skynd. I'm hoping that she'll be releasing some more at some point, because the 2 that I've already seen I quite enjoyed, and hopefully the same goes for this one. Now, as with the first 2 videos, this is based on real life crimes and real life murderer. So obviously I had to do some research as to who Richard Ramirez was. On my trusty pad. Right, so Richard Ramirez was born Ricardo Leyva Munoz Ramirez, and was an American serial killer, rapist and burglar. So, you know, all round nice person by the sounds of things. His highly publicised home invasion spree terrorised residents of the Greater Los Angeles area and later San Francisco between 1984 and 1985, and he was dubbed the Night Stalker. Now, I've heard of the Night Stalker before, I just did not know that it was him. I don't know much about the Night Stalker, so I actually ended up watching a documentary about him last night, as I've done with, well, the 2 other videos. I've ended up watching some kind of documentary. By the age of 25, he was charged with 2 kidnappings, 6 rapes and 13 murders. I mean, by the age of 25, that is quite a lot. He claims to be a Satanist and never expressed any remorse for his crimes. Now, this is something that actually annoyed me, because he claimed to be a Satanist, but his version of Satanism was like the angsty teenager in high school that listens to heavy metal music and draws pentagrams and inverted crucifixes on his work, you know, saying I love Satan, hail Satan on everything. That's not Satanism. Satanism isn't inherently evil. It isn't about murder, rape or sacrifice at all. So, you know, he's not an actual Satanist. He's a Hollywood Satanist, basically. He's the way Satanism is depicted in Hollywood. The guy was sentenced to 19 life sentences. 19 life sentences. You know, I understand, you know, when people get a life sentence. Fair enough. But I don't see the point in giving them, like, 19 consecutive life sentences. Because if he's got 1 life sentence, what's the point in giving him more? Saying that, though, he died of complications to lymphoma whilst he was awaiting execution on death row. It's a bonus fun little fact, though. Richard Ramirez was a patron of the Cecil Hotel, which actually happens to be the exact same hotel where Elisa Lam's body was found in the water tank. Elisa Lam being the victim of the last video that we reacted to by Skynd. So, you know, he actually had nothing to do with her death, but it's just a fun little fact that sort of connects the 2. Anyway, I've been babbling on for ages. I'm going to put a link to the original video in the description below, and let's just get straight on with it, shall we?
You open your window, I'm Jenny, you fool. Why waste to breathe if you won't understand? Hell, I'll see you in Disneyland. What is all you came to say? Play your plays and fade is fade. The fact remains, that's how it is. First the crack and then the weed.
Well, already this has started off as I'd expect. I mean, she looks creepy as all hell, as she has done in the previous video, although possibly even more so in this video. I mean, that is quite a disturbing image. And again, she's gone straight to the like important factors. When the evening comes and the temperature cools, you open your window, oh Jenny, you fool. He was well known for initially he just started with breaking and entering, and he was very brazen about it. You know, he would go up to a house, he would try the front door, and if it was open he'd just go straight in. You know, he didn't seem to care if anybody saw him. And Jenny, I believe, I believe she was like an 84-year-old woman, I think. And yes, I mean, some of the things he did were quite brutal, and he didn't just stick to one weapon, which is common for serial killers. He killed with all sorts of things. And there's the line there, "I'll see you in Disneyland," which is actually something that Ramirez said to reporters when he got arrested. And I don't know if it was whether he was arrested or after he got sentenced, but "I'll see you in Disneyland" was like one of his most famous quotes. Anyway, carry on. Now that's interesting. In the two previous videos, we've never actually heard her sing properly. It's always been like the weird distorted voice, or you know, just like little short bits sung the way the majority of this song has been sung thus far. But here she's actually breaking out a proper voice, and she has got an extremely good voice, very impressive voice. Yeah, I really like this one. It's gone quite heavy. Yeah, I'm really hoping that she releases more stuff, because I actually quite enjoy her music. It's not normally the sort of thing I'd listen to, but this really captured my imagination. I really enjoy it.
I'm simply aroused, let your eyes out. Liars lying, haters hate. Play your place. Just be quiet. What she said. The demon is alive.
Wow, what a brilliant track. I absolutely loved that track. That was fantastic. I mean, the visuals she used in the videos as well, like they showed these two men with the pentagram drawn on the hand, which is something that Ramirez actually did when he was in court. You know, he was trying to show off, look, I'm a Satanist. Well, not really, but anyway, he was, and at the end there was the pentagram painted in blood on the wall, which he also did at two of his scenes, although when he did it they were the right way up, you know, with one point upwards, and that isn't even a sign of Satanism, sorry, but it's not. And of course in the song there's also a lot of the symbolism that he used, like and simply aroused, cut your eyes out, which is something that I'm aware that he only did it to one of his victims, and this is behaviour of paranoid people, because with them, if someone sees them for a brief moment, they catch a reflection of themselves, and they don't want to see themselves. It's like looking in a mirror and seeing a monster, and they don't want to see that. And some of the things, I'm surprised they didn't actually cover it in this song, is, I mean, he was like slitting people's throats to the point where he was almost decapitating them. You know, the cuts were so deep he almost decapitated them. So he was quite the psychopath. But overall this song was fantastic, and it was actually more of a song than the other two, if that makes any sense. Like the first one had like maybe a verse, and then just had like the phrase "dog food is good enough to eat" repeated over and over again. And the Elisa Lam one had like verses, and then was accompanied with that sort of sing-song ding ding dong ding 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 dong. So, but this one is a complete full song, and it's a fantastic track. The music to it was brilliant. The singing, and I mean, she used 3 or 4 different voices and vocal styles in there, which was impressive. And she showed that she's actually an incredibly good singer. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to anything else that she might release in the future. But yeah, I love it. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, unfortunately that's us run out of music by Skynd so far. So yeah, if anybody can suggest anything else, and maybe even something similar, please by all means let me know. Drop a comment below, or message me on Instagram, and we'll leave it at that. And thank you very much for watching. See you later.
Hush, be quiet. Hush,